This is from an electrician. Like you were saying earlier, we don't put our fingers in outlets, buddy. I put my finger in numerous outlets. But it, this is what it takes to discover electricity. Say, for instance, you've got a tin pot that you use to put some sort of juice in, maybe lemon juice to pour on your salad. And you take a copper spoon and you put it inside of that pot. You've just created a galvanic cell, the exact same thing that they say the Baghdad batteries were. So all you have to do is maybe touch your lips at the same time to those two things, or touch some sensitive part of your body, open sore, and you're going to notice that shock. And so it's not, this isn't electricity in and of itself isn't a complicated thing for them to have discovered. It's a complicated thing to harness and to use. So, that's, I mean, but that's so it kicks the first thing out the gate of they didn't have it like at all. Like I recently talked about the Baghdad battery. I think that they used that. I don't think they needed to know it made electricity as much as that process. A galvanic cell separates. If you use mine runoff and for the acid of those batteries that had like a bunch of different metals in it, it would separate out the gold and silver and copper from the other metals. So a Baghdad battery could have been, well, check this part out, is the one part of the metal would actually, that you had like the iron would get smaller, would get pitted, it would rot. And the copper would get a buildup of all these other precious metals. So it would look like alchemy. You would be like, oh, this metal's being turned into this metal. Well, holy sheep shit. And the discovery of that, again, it takes dropping an iron nail and a copper coin in a puddle of mine runoff, coming back a week later and pulling out that copper coin and going, wow, look at the gold that's crusted on that thing. So it's not, this isn't, humans discovered cheese, right? I think that was every bit as complicated as to having to have a calf's belly and storing milk in it and going through the day. It takes a bunch of, but so yeah, anyway, I it's not outside of the realm of possibility that we discovered electricity 1,000 times over. It's quite certainly did, but it's what do we do with it? So, so anyway, this stuff is, I don't think that it was that they did have ancient high tech in there, but you can't put a complete, just they didn't have electricity at all. It's like, well, they didn't have harnessed electricity, but they definitely had electricity.
Yeah. What do you think, Dan? What do you think about the electroplated gold pieces that they found, you know, from ancient times? A lot of electroplated gold pieces. They're in the museums. Do you think they use a gold? Do you think they use the Baghdad battery type of a cell to do the electric gold plating?
I think that's quite possible. That's you know, the electroplating can be done through a number of chemical means, but the ones that if I remember right, there's only a couple of them, and there was if I remember right, there was question. It was one of those things where, like the cocaine mummies, like anything else, if it's